In this video, you'll learn how to create assignments within your OWL V2 course. To begin, access OWL within your Carmen course. To do this, click on the link that you established and OWL will open in a separate window. You'll create all of your OWL assignments within the Assignments tab. To begin creating new assignments, click on the blue Create Assignment button in the top right-hand corner. In the first step of assignment setup, you'll choose the assignment type that you would like to build. Note that you can build a mastery assignment, an end-of-chapter assignment, a test using test bank questions, assign chapters of the textbook reading, adaptive study plan, and an external web link out to an outside site. In this video, we'll create an example of a mastery assignment. I'm going to select Mastery from the list and click Continue. This will take me to the second step. Here is where you will enter your assignment information. I'm going to start by giving the assignment a name. Then you're going to select your assignment available date. I'm going to select the date, and then you can use the sliders at the bottom to select a specific time. Next, you can select the assignment due date. I'm going to say it's due next week. The assignment unavailable date is the date on which students can no longer take the assignment for credit. By default, this date is the same as the due date, meaning that you are not allowing for late submissions. You can deselect this option to leave the availability open and allow students to submit late at any time, or you could also set a cutoff date using the calendar. I'm going to give the students 24 hours to get the assignment in late. You can also choose to open up the assignment for practice after the unavailable date. This will allow students to be able to continue to access the assignment and complete it, but not affect their overall grade. You can make this available after the unavailable date or immediately after the student submits his or her assignment. Click Continue when you're finished. In the third step, you'll select your content source. Essentially, what you're selecting here is where you want to pull your content from. Notice that we have a Getting Started module, we have a Getting Started with OWL module, and then we have the modules that are correlated to the textbook. I'm going to open up the modules that are correlated to the textbook, and now we can select by chapter. You can expand each chapter to select from specific learning objectives. I'm going to select from all of Chapter 2, but note that you could select just from those learning objectives. And we'll hit Continue. Next, you'll be able to select the mastery groups that you want to include on the assignment. All of the available groups will be listed here in the left-hand window that's titled Available Groups. Here you can see the difficulty level and, if available, the average amount of time it's taken students to complete these modules. To preview a module, simply click on it from the list, and the module will appear at the bottom in the question preview window. You can preview each question by clicking on the question listing here on the left. To include a module, highlight it within the Available Groups window and click Include Selected. This will move it to your Included Groups window, and it's now included on the assignment. I'm going to add in just a few more modules. If you want to reorder the modules, place your cursor over top of the module name and click and drag it into the desired location. When you're finished selecting your groups, scroll to the bottom and hit Continue. This will take you to the last step of the setup where you'll select your assignment options. Here is where you can select a possible score. By default, each module is worth 1 point, but you can make changes here or set the assignment to be not graded. You could set a pass-fail threshold or designate the assignment as extra credit. If you are allowing for students to submit late, you can assess a late penalty. You can decide what types of resources are available to students as they're working through the modules. Set a limit on the number of times the students can attempt each group, and then determine what type of feedback students are allowed during the assignment as well as after the assignment. When you're finished, click Save Changes. This will take you to the confirmation page and your assignment is now set up. If I return back to my Assignments tab, here you can see the assignment that we've just set up. You do have the ability to go back in and edit your content, options, or information by clicking on the Edit link and then selecting the appropriate option. You can also see the available due date and the average amount of time it would take students to complete this assignment.